The world we live in is full of animals that look strange and unusual. These creatures come in unique shapes and sizes. They inspire an awe of curiosity and intrigue. However, there are creatures that make you question their existence. For decades, stories and videos of mysterious animals have been passed around, describing the monstrous beings that hide in our world. These creatures have been spotted from the Rocky Mountains of North America to the lakes of Scotland. These mysterious animals are one of a kind and are impossible to find, which earned them the name cryptid creatures. These cryptids don't have to be supernatural, mythical, or even all that strange. They are animals that have been claimed to exist, but have never been proven to exist contrary to popular belief. Although these creatures are spotted around the world, who are they? What are they? And are they connected to one another besides being classified as cryptid creatures? To answer these questions, let's look at some of these well-known cryptids. The first of these beings we'll look at is the Loch Ness Monster from Scotland, nicknamed Nessie. This creature is described as having a long neck and a hump on its body, leading some to believe that it could be a plesiosaur, a large aquatic reptile that lived during the Jurassic period. The first documented report of the creature came in 1870 by D. Mackenzie, who claimed to have seen something, as he said, wiggling and churning up the water. Although the report was made in 1870, it wasn't published until 1834, when more reports of the creature started popping up. One report that kicked this off was from Miss McKay, who said that she spotted a whale-like fish in the loch when driving with her husband, who himself didn't see.
Best I can describe it really is pictures I've seen of plesiosaurs. Similar colour, similar texture, just grey, shiny with the water, and the same sort of size really.
Many know of the creature from the surgeon photograph taken in 1934, which has been proven to be a hoax. Although, sightings and reports of the creature still emerge, with many describing it as a whale or other large fish. From Scotland, we come over to North America, which is home to numerous cryptid creatures. One of these cryptids that's well known in the southern part of the United States is the Mothman of Point Pleasant, located in West Virginia. This creature is described as a 6 to 10 foot tall flying creature with glowing red eyes.
We got out and we sat on the car and we're sitting there talking for a little bit, and I noticed a bright star over to my right. And all of a sudden it started to get bigger and it turned bright red and it started to glow, and like it burst through the clouds, and it came right over in front of the car, and we looked up. And the object was so big that we couldn't see the night sky or the stars or anything.
Sightings of the creature have been documented for years near the city, with a large amount of them occurring between November 12, 1966 to December 15, 1967.
It flew over top of her, and she looked up and she said, when I seen them big red eyes, she said, we were out of there. Can't tell you what the rest of it looks like.
The Mothman is described as a being of chaos, as, whenever it shows up somewhere, horrific events occur. An event that best supports these claims was the Silver Bridge collapse on December 15, 1967.
We heard this terrible boom, and my boys looked around and saw the bridge starting to fall.
The collapse killed 46 people. Many eyewitnesses say that they saw Mothman moments before the collapse and blame the flapping of its wings as the cause for its destruction. Although sightings of Mothman have been mainly set in the southern United States, There's another cryptid in North America that has been seen all around the world. That creature being the North American Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch. The first documented report came in 1811, but many believe that the beast has been around a lot longer, as many Native American tribes mention sightings of the beast back before the colonists arrived. Most sightings of the creature occur near the Rocky Mountains in states like Oregon, Washington, and the Redwoods of California, where the most iconic sighting of the beast was captured on film. The Patterson-Gimlin film catches an unidentified subject walking across an opening on two legs and stare at the filmmakers before retreating into the woods. The film was shot in 1967 and has been subject to many attempts to authenticate or debunk it.
He had gray hair and a gray beard that come down here, but he had long hair that was yellowish gray.
Although it's called the North American Bigfoot, sightings of being similar to it have occurred around the world. The term Bigfoot is used to describe a large group of ape-like men. Creatures that fall in this category are the Yeti that lives in the Himalayas, the Yowie from the Australian outback, and the Orang Pendek of Indonesia. With all these Bigfoot creatures around the world, it starts to raise a question previously mentioned. Are all these cryptid creatures connected somehow? Can they have lived together and, at some point, survive off one another? How can beings like these exist without us knowing? Although it's hard to answer all these questions, there may be a simple answer to all of this. Unusual creatures are found every day in nature and have been around for years. So could it be possible that this is what these cryptid creatures are? Just creatures created by nature that don't like to be seen by people like other wild animals? We may never know the true answer, but we do know that our world is a strange and wondrous place that should be explored. Just make sure to keep your camera out in case you catch a glimpse of one of these cryptid creatures.